Welcome back, Capricorn. Thank you for returning to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Michelle. This is my channel, Born Without Boundaries. Please subscribe and ring that bell because I go live. And the only way you'll know that I go live when I'm live so you can join our online chats is if you ring that bell. So Capricorn, going into Leo season, we're in our first week of Leo season, and things are a little bit frustrating because they have not picked up yet. Not yet. We're still in Mercury retrograde. I think we're coming out of Mercury. I know we're coming out of Mercury retrograde on August 1st. We have a new moon that's happening on August 31st, which is a time for us to welcome in those things in our lives that we want in our lives. But there's frustration on your end, and I can feel it already. I can already feel it, that there's frustration on your end. Because things aren't moving fast enough for you. You're tired of waiting. This is a, well, when then is it ever going to happen situation. I can feel your frustration. And this has more to do with love than it does business. There are major changes coming up in your life. And I honestly feel that you might be rushed because the truth about the emotional situations is they're something that affects you very, very deeply. This is a big life change, and it's coming. It's coming up, and you see it, and it's inevitable. And there's not only is there nothing you can do about it, there's nothing that you want to do about it. It's not necessarily a bad change. It's just a big change. Maybe you're moving somewhere for business. And you know that you have to, and you've accepted it, but it's huge, and it's emotional. And you're really not, part of you is not ready to let go to the way things were, even though the future is bright. This is still emotional for you. And you're trying to deal with your emotions, 222, by getting lost in your work. But that's exacerbating the situation of you not being able to find romance. Or if you have, it's getting in your way. You see clearly now. Take time out. Reclaim your power. All of these cards are asking you to please relax this week. You're not helping yourself by trying to escape into work. I'm telling you right now, you're not. You're actually exacerbating that situation. There's something that's going to happen at work. There's a big reveal that's going to happen at work this week. Something that's been looming in the air for a while, it's going to pop this week. And honestly, that could be part of the thing that you want to avoid. Because there's something about it that you didn't like. If only just for the change factor. You guys don't like to change very easily. Embrace the in-between. Magic works through you. Spirit has a plan. These are challenges for this week. These are challenges for this week. And I honestly see there's definitely a boss here. Oh, sorry. There's definitely a boss here. Capricorn, I think you're getting a raise. I think you're getting a raise. And I think part of the reason why you're getting a raise is because you were very diplomatic. You were a voice of reason in a very frustrating situation. But a decision is being made in your favor. You don't necessarily like the change. It's going to be, and I don't know why you don't like the change. Let's see why you don't like the change. Because you almost feel like it makes you look like you're responsible for what happened, because yeah, a decision is being made and somebody's being cut out. It's not going to be you. A decision's being made and somebody's being cut out. It's not going to be you, but you still feel responsible because you're benefiting from this other person's misfortune. What you need to do this week is take time out, literally take time away from work, because it's just been so confusing. It's been too much for you. There's been too much craziness going on. And then on top of it, it's almost been like its own second job to keep yourself together while all of this, subverted, tumultuous crap was going on that you couldn't mention. And it was like just almost a second job for you to have to be diplomatic and keep both sides talking to each other or satisfied, so that everything can work and the flow can keep going. You were the magic in the situation. You were what kept everything going. It's not that you don't deserve this raise or this promotion or this recognition, but it comes at a great cost to somebody else. And they've already been targeted. Like there are definitely eyes on them. All predator eyes are looking right at them. The gavel's coming down. There's nothing that you can do. For a few of you, this might be you losing your position. But I don't think that that's many. Because you tried to play both sides, or not play both sides, but you tried to be diplomatic instead of being straightforward and making a decision. And so you were perceived as just as much of a liability as the other person they're letting go. That could be it too. Shoot. Either way, this change does not feel good to you. It has everything to do with work, though. It has everything to do with work. I don't see any love right here, right now. And that to me just tells me that your mindset right now is completely and totally sort of possessed by love. I mean, by work right now. But don't worry about it, because I'm going to, over on Vimeo, I'll definitely pull some of the whispers of love and see if we can understand a little bit more. You know this is coming too. You know it. You already know what's going to happen. Yeah, Sagittarius, more and more I shuffle. This might be looking like you're going to be the one let go. And it stinks. It stinks. Because you ended up getting stuck in the in-between. You ended up getting stuck in the in-between. And honestly, like somebody else's stink ended up being passed on to you. And it's easier for them to let you go than to deal with all the crap they really need to deal with, that you were making very, very clear to them they had to deal with. For this other group, it is the reverse. That the stink is going to be revealed. And they're recognizing you as the person that made it all better and held it all together. But you're still not going to come out looking fresh and clean. You're going to come out looking just as stinky to this person who is going to be let go. They're going to feel like you had something to do with it, or you weren't loyal to them, or you're afraid that you feel like you're not going to look loyal to them. But that's just not the truth. It has nothing to do with your loyalty. You weren't disloyal. You didn't do anything like to backstab or manipulate. That's not what happened at all. That's not what's going on. But this person who's getting cut out, oh yeah, this is the board meeting, man. You have all, like, you have, oh my God, this is the board meeting. And all eyes are on you. And it's either you're going to, I know it's like, Michelle, which one? You're either going to be the person that gets the promotion or the person that gets, like, cut. But the fact that this is embrace the in-between, then that's like two dichotomies right there. It could be, you're the one getting fired, embrace the in-between, or it could be you're the one that's seen as the magic maker. Either way, the situation fucking stinks. And it's frustrating the hell out of you. Because you're stuck in the middle and you don't like it there. Bottom line though, know your worth. Stand by who you are. Stand by what you believe in. And at the very least, don't let anybody stink up your name. Whether it be this person who wants to throw shade your way because they got let go, or even if you have to stare down all those executives and say, you know what you're losing, right? You're losing the best thing that ever happened to this company. Like, don't walk out the room without sticking up for yourself. Whatever happens. Whatever happens. Keep your head held high. I'm going to tell you, this is a lot better than dealing with all the other horrible things that people were dealing with. I know, I don't mean to diminish your experiences at all, Capricorn, but you can get another job. You can and you will. People want you. You're in high demand. All eyes are on you, though. I feel like I keep swaying between it, but it's like 60-40 now. 60% this is you that's going to literally, you're going to get a raise. But it's still a stinky situation. It's still a situation where you need to let them know that you're not going to be bullied by them. Great, they gave you a promotion, but that doesn't mean that they can manipulate. You're not their puppet. You're not their puppet. You're your own person. You have to defend your independence and defend your right to control, like run things, to take charge. This is a very sympathetic pair of eyes. Yeah, in order to make things nice for everybody, you have suppressed who you are inside. You have suppressed the power and conviction that you have inside your person. You've suppressed it. Like, Stella needs to get her groove back. That's what I'm going to name this. And that could be what's happening. Oh, there's a Mr. Sexy coming in. You're going to be getting some booty this weekend. Oh, I just heard this right now. Hearing this, Capricorn, you're going to be getting some serious booty this week. From an unexpected place, you're going to be getting some serious yummy yummies. Because one of these people with his eye on you is not just eyeing you because of business. Jesus, all eyes on you this week, though. All eyes on you. But a pair of those eyes, let me tell you, congratulations. This is majorly sexy. There's one pair of eyes on you that you definitely want on you. The other ones are really just bosses. But there's this one, too. One of these pair of eyes, if you're talking about philosophically, is actually just how you feel about yourself, how you judge yourself. Your own perception of not only your self-worth, but your own behavior, your own moral standards, and your own moral compass. Yeah, you don't want to get involved in the craziness. You don't. You just want to disappear right now. You're stressed because this isn't you. But you've literally tried to play it safe. You've been discovered. They've seen you. You've been discovered. You can't play it safe anymore. But this doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be the one getting shocked. They know what you're capable of. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, this is the week where it's you're done running, you're done hiding. You're done trying to blend in between and make everything nice on both sides. Part of you just wants to hide because you don't like all these eyes being on you. You really don't. You definitely do like being in charge, but you don't like all the attention. You just want to put people where they need to go and make sure that everything's working correctly. You don't want all the attention. Time to heal. Yeah, this is definitely, I mean, now I feel like it's swinging more toward, I know it's such it goes either way. Like, what's going to happen? Because now these are like two predators looking at their prey. And these are all predators, like, looking at you. But this is it. This is the card. Very few creatures will go after a skunk because of how bad they smell. And this is basically calling you to stand your power and know your worth. Because in other words, let out the biggest stink possible. Don't let anybody mess with you this week, Capricorn. Because this is what I can see. If they fire you, you're going to tell them off. You are going to walk away with your head held high, but they're going to have it before you walk out the door because of all the frustration that you've been put through. Or if this is the reverse and they end up giving you the raise, you are not there for them to feed off of or push around. The first words out of your mouth are, I'm running this. That needs to be accepted right now. It is absolutely essential that you're going to do these things this week. Or else you're just going to implode. You're literally going to snap, Capricorn. You need to stick up for yourself and come out of hiding. You need to be in your full power. That is the only way to heal. Because you have literally been getting outside yourself. Yeah, topsy-turvy, unbalanced. This isn't you. This isn't you. God, it's like a swing tide. This is the week that the decision is made. But what the decision is going to be, Jesus, it won't even tell me. The only thing for certain I am for certain about is that there is something coming in that's very sexual. Oh, it's very sexual. And that's a little bit of sexual healing that you need too. You need two things: to stand in your power and use your voice. Just let it out. Let your stank out. Don't worry about what they need from you anymore. It's not about them at all. In other words, they've already made their decision, whether they're going to let you go or let somebody else go and give you a promotion. They've already made a decision. So one way or the other, it's not going to sway them. You need to let your stank out. You've lied low for too long. But there is definitely this chemistry between you and somebody else. Somebody very, I don't know, you notice them. Let's put it that way. You notice them. You got eyes on each other, though. Who is this panther? Who is this panther? Oh no, Capricorn. Who is this panther? I don't know. Maybe it's somebody that has like I'm telling you, you have definitely tried to avoid this situation. You just can't avoid it anymore. That's what I know. You have been spotted. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. No, you haven't done anything wrong. This situation has been building for a long time. Yep, and it's coming to a close. And now it tells me it's definitely with an offer. So this is an offer, either an offer of love, an offer of something that you like, something that can be abundant for you. So more and more now, this is not going to be you getting fired. But I also feel this is also partially love coming through. This is stressing you out because you can feel it coming. Plus, you've been working too much to begin with. Any chance you have, Capricorn, this week to get away, just get away. It doesn't even matter. Their decision has been made, so taking a couple days off isn't going to sway them one way or the other. But you're going to hear something by next week about all of this stuff just coming out. And oh boy, is it going to stink. It is going to stink. Because of all the stress, it's going to stink. One way or the other. And that's the rub. Capricorn, is it's going to stink even if you win. And you will win. You are winning. But it's going to stink. And the way that it's happening is it's going to really piss you off. Because it's not organized. It's not even respectful. Like, they present this opportunity to you that you're supposed to be happy about, but they do so many other stinky things in the process that it kind of like puts a bad smell on your success. You're just going to have to keep moving through it. It's like that's the whole feeling of this reading. What's good is going to be bad. What's bad is it's going to be good. Like it's like you're not going to have the ability to celebrate, Capricorn, because you're not going to get the chance. It's almost like, if you ever seen an episode of The Cosby Show where Vanessa brings home her husband who's like 15 years older than her, and Bill Cosby explains, imagine your favorite meal. And he goes through and explains the meal to him and says, okay, now I take that steak and I go over to the garbage pail, I lift off the lid and I put the steak on the lid and I hand it to you. How do you feel about the steak now? That's the stink. That this should be a triumphant moment for you, but because of the way that they presented it and the way that it went down, it's stinky. And you've already got so many things going on in your life. There's a lot of changes happening. And none of it makes you comfortable. The one bright light, and this is where I'm going to go over to Vimeo. The one bright light is this relationship that's coming in, that's brand new. Maybe with a fire sign, maybe with a Sagittarius, or you think it's with a Sagittarius. But there's passion here. There's passion. They got their eye on you. They're watching you from afar. If it's Sagittarius, you could be the one on the other side of the internet, connecting with them over the internet. And they're making you happy. But like if it's Sagittarius, they're probably involved with somebody else too, just to let you know. So it could very well be no, but there's passion in this new beginning. With this very sexy, interesting, dark person. Dark. Dark. Mysterious, if you will. Okay. I'm going to end the YouTube video here because it's already almost 30 minutes. I know, guys. I'm just going to go a little bit into more detail about who this person is coming towards you over on Vimeo. Please do follow us over, Capricorn, if you like. If not, and you decide not to, it's okay because the primary message is here, right? And please do leave your comments. Let me know how things are panning out. This is a really crazy week for you. What's supposed to be good is going to be presented poorly. And what may have seemed like it wasn't an option anymore is going to start to emerge from the shadows. There is just a happy stability. There's a happy ending here. There's a new beginning. There's a new beginning, perhaps with a fire sign. But there's definitely prosperity and abundance and stability and victory here. At the end of the day, let this clear out this stinky, mucky week. You'll start to be able to enjoy yourself more next week. I will see you over in Vimeo. If not, please do click that bell, like I said, and you can come live in the chats. Let us know what's going on, Capricorn. This is probably the craziest reading I've gotten so far. And you guys don't like this kind of chaos. Though it kind of is calling you to arms, to take the reins and start taking control. Because what's slipped out too often in your life, you've gotten a little too messy because you tried to be too nice, you're taking back the reins. You don't even give a shit anymore. And it's going to stand out and impress people. I'll see you on Vimeo.